Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, Ibrahim. Today is October 28th, 2025. Today is October 28th, 2025. I did watch a video the other day with China. They built a multi-billion-dollar airport. And then they build this new airport because the current airport then be built for take around 75 to 76 million passengers every year. But now China see that airport it is stretch because like last year alone they get over 100 million passengers. So basically 100 million people going back and forth. Tourists now, nationals, them, everything. Over 100 million people. Some people I want to listen because you see, it goes back to everything where Cashbox not talk about over the years with the economics of the country. We get Brother Reggie giving you guys the economics. He gets $100 billion plan and all of that stuff. When people say these things, I know say a lot of Sierra Leoneans, if I like it pass over and I hate them. I know they blame Muna again, it's the level of the IQ and everything else and the level of exposure. So it's difficult to fathom and even grasp and understand the theory or the practicality, behind waiting, people to talk. So China, they build this multi-billion-dollar airport. Masterpiece. The way they structure them, for see no post. They want it to up as big as the airport. The airport is probably as big as half of Freetown. The airport itself. Almost 2/3 the size of Freetown. That's how big the airport is. With China, they build right now. When they show you the construction of the airport, the amount of steel, and they look at all of their stuff that they say, look at all this steel, whose side they come out? Sierra Leone, Guinea. Because we take like a copper. Iron ore. China, 80 to 90% of the iron ore they come out from Guinea. We go Sierra Leone. God knows what thing they get out of Sierra Leone. We don't even know what thing are the minerals already they pull in there. When I see with that brother share, we recently a video where and get it to so the pass, the carriage, the dirty all out in the can and go. I said, look, we leader in Sidon, China. They can't take with resources, then they build China. We leader them. Then they wait for the next IMF loan. We brothers and sisters are dying of Kush. Then they fend the body then at the teeth. And then the guys, this illegal government of the SLPP, then they play footsie with the people. Like for say, when people they talk about the body, like say not to reality, they happen, bone, and lie, and they lie. They say that robots then are online where they push the case. When there is no empathy, when you get a system where don't become very, autocratic and bureaucratic, then they in a bubble now, then they have their own space. You get them, boy, I will go school, they don't get no administrative experience, then they go to the inside government. Now it feels so powerful. He has no idea how to solve the problems of the people. Because the people are still in a classroom. There are a lot of them. They're in a classroom. The pap not even done that they much yet fine.
Just a furniture.
They have no institutional knowledge. When you take these kind of people and you go put them in a position, what you expect?
Yes, sir.
It is nothing.
You know how they deal with all this stuff.
And this reminds me, takes me back to Reggie Cole, brother Reggie, in message where you do.
You too, sir.
We talk about that ship. Where we do the tired. When they name the ship Jesus.
Now tell me if I back into number 3 now, so I'm gonna back into number 3.
We people are not today when I begin suffer. Africans, Sierra Leoneans, not today. From the 1400s, where slavery began.
It's organization, guys.
From the 1400s. It take another 100 years before Britain themselves can be a part of it. Where Brother Reggie Cole talk about that's Jesus, that sheep. Where they come to Africa, they can meet them, chief them, they can meet them. Now, look what's happening right now in Sierra Leone. It is the same thing. The difference now is The world don't advance
I
small
just
to the
wanted to
point so you
check
know they
that.
kind of now so you can capture people like chain them, carry them, go no, but it's a new type of slavery with brothers and sisters. The matter of fact, we're already
Okay.
overseas. The only difference is some of we get visa, get residency permit and everything, a permanent card or green card before we come now. We can, but when you look at some of our brothers and sisters, where they go through Temple Run, they go through the Sahara Desert, for reach Tunisia or Niger, you look at our sisters and brothers. A lot of them are very good people. A lot of them are very good people. Then are the Asian countries. Then they work for the Lebanese, Middle East, Jordan. Slavery. It is slavery. Not of today, from 1400. So we're talking about the 1400s, 15, 16, 17, 18, 1900s. For over 700 years now, the same suffering continues. This is why we say when you have leaders, whether they read, whether they for conceptualize and look at things from a certain angle and say, you know what? With people that don't know they suffer, let we left for suffer now. Let we make we country where it be said none of we citizens want for left this country for go overseas, for go seek greener pasture. Until we get them leader, they will think that way they yes. That ship they come out when they call on Jesus in the 1500s, they come out England, can buy slaves from West Africa, Sierra Leone, Ghana, all these places. Now we on people sell them. Now the same thing happened back in Sierra Leone over the years. When I look where the Ministry of Labor, that they put out the invitation for telling us say, work then at Dubai, work then at Lebanon, work then at Oman, una apply. Then they sell una self. Now the government they sell their own people there instead of they say no, we people let citizens make a choice for themselves. If we make this country high for the, we have to go. Nobody they come up for say well left for go walk around a bad country for waiting. You go travel long, you go see. When you take countries like them Botswana, them Malawians, them, down that South Africa, a lot of them know they come overseas for can stay there. Then they can't because the world if I for go see places. And now the way the world run this stuff, you not travel safe, you see all side. Go to YouTube, any side you want to see that this dunya, all the four corners, people are traveling, making videos. You see all things. So you not travel safe again, not necessary. I'm telling you. Because people that don't do the work for you already, decide what you go see, the pain, wait for experience, the struggles and all. You don't see them. The only thing is, you know, myself be don't can but it don't make no difference because you don't see them. Social media is that powerful. So yes, there was the triad. Then they can buy slaves now, West Africa, Sierra Leone included. Then they come now America. They can sell their slaves to America. Then like our brother said no more, their brother Reggie, they take the from the sale of the slaves, then buy sugar and all the lajila. Then they trade mortal man like a beef. Hey boy, don't tell me they happen, bo. I'm mad at you cancel power 2018 to today. Nothing to show. No major infrastructural development. No major industry development that would create enabling environment for create jobs for we citizens of that nation day. Then we brother and sister left for so far. You look at the Singapore model where they talk about the fact that, the way they take care of the housing. Any government was serious. You go to Singapore, you go take the playbook, you go learn from them for kind implementer for your people. You put aside tribe, you put aside region, you put aside your selfishness, your thievery, your corruption. You say, let's make this nation for we serve. SLPP gets a very bad rap from the Albert Magai era all the way through. They've never been able to improve or change the lives of Sierra Leoneans. Everything safe. SLPP, they take we go bien, backwards. At least we're going to make progress until you don't make progress. Then it take you 20, 30 years behind on the progress you've made. Look at the amount of lives that have been lost. But now Salon, like we brother, patriotic series in main man where they talk for say the politicians them boss spam pothole la Sierra Leone. Now Salon, the people in the die so that teeth, body then they down. People in the pass up and down. People are not outraged. The leadership way for lead people, the people themselves, the Gen Zs, the millennials, they way for say no, but it's not right. I don't want to deserve. I don't want to live another day if I foresee this kind of a thing continue in my country. Now the country that's Sierra Leone, the people are not outraged. They say that juju, like our brother Minman, they talk them that's all juju. Now, lack of leadership and people are well educated civically. Saloma no sabi right. Saloma no sabi right. And right now, the situation in Sierra Leone is kind of lost on the people because the leadership, the opposition, not serious. The opposition way for lead the people into protests. You know, the opposition way for the forefront for guide the people in those processes. They're not there. So the people are lost right now. They don't get leadership. They don't know say. When to a country like Nepal, a lot of politicians drive them. When to Kenya, not only politicians that drive them. Yes, they get a small role where they play inside it. But it's the willingness of the millennials and the Gen Zs for no so we country to God in this day deserve so much more. When they win elections, opposition say no one time. They like today, Dr. Suma Kamara is silent. The winner of the elections. He say there is an ongoing political transition. It don't silent for over 5 months coming. Nobody know what's happy. Manabia is going, Elta Skelter. What's they want out, they want time. Ambassadors, then they can put, they go tell you, say, hey, bro, everything they go on, but behind the scene, no worry. Will they wait till the October 28th? Will they reach that side? The country continue for deteriorate. Cashbox on the talk about slide, where investors they look at security, liquidity, and yield. Country where they talk yesterday, where Cashbox remind me where they talk about for say you know even in the rating, when they rate country them credit rating, you know even they rating. Then in the equivalence of, for example, like where say me my money now so you know get nothing where they pump and debt, you know they take no debt, you know get credit card, you know get no credit history basically. So if you apply for credit card today, the center and tell and say, we not see no credit history, you go for begin to build your credit. They don't sabi you that the system safe. That is how bad it is for Sierra Leone. Now the equivalence that the way Cashbox they tell you for say they don't even rate Sierra Leone right now. But you get them but they are they go and pass and perambulate, they go and talk about investment in Sierra Leone. They hack the security, they say that country they get election, they don't get result. Liquidity, you go for making money under yield, you go get profits. So all of these things they look at then do personal analysis, then do a SWOT analysis, then look at the strength, the weakness, the opportunities, the threats, and say, hey, this country, yes, get me the strength, if I'm for the mineral and get the weakness, and the corruption, tribalism, then they get election, better not do. Opportunities, opportunity there, but hey, the threat, no, the threat it passed the opportunities. Lord, wait. That's SWOT analysis for you. Then do a personal analysis at the same time too. They say, let's check the political, the economical, let's check the security, let's check the technology, let's check the legal system, let's check the environment. Would they fail all? We brothers and sisters will continue for die. The country then they look at the body there. The guys are not even valued the body there. Then they come out, they pull letter, they ask. I don't blame they all are rotten system. The even like the Sawyers, the males, they're all rotten and they all condone this foolishness. And they all condone this foolishness, so they're all in the same pot. Now I don't care. We don't defend nobody again. Let them die. What do we know no more? God go save we country for we. God go send with that Moses. God go send with the Marabios of the 1992. God go send with the Johnny Pauls, the Ibrahim Bazi Kamaras. God go send them for we. And we go send them that time. And not go repeat itself again, waiting to happen in Sierra Leone over these years. Sierra Leone should be cleansed and clean. I say cleansed and clean. I say cleansed and clean. This travesty we done before we over the past few years. People should pay very dearly. My brother and sister, and they die of drugs. Then they die because a lot of them won't give up. And they tell you this, you don't listen to this message. You don't begin to take drugs yet. Don't even think about it. Face your problems head on. The youths of Nepal, they're not going to sit up on drugs for saying they solve the problem. Then they watch the politician them, then picking them, they weft them, then they travel, and they flaunt their wealth, then on Instagram and all the social media. The Gen Zs, the millennials, the young people, they say, "I will lie for waiting. Now country is back. Now we all get out. Until Sierra Leoneans understand, say, now we all get a country there. Una left for say, una they pray, pray another save nation. Now acts of patriotism and nationalism, now in a save nation. You have to stand up and look and say, whoa, what can I do right now for save this nation? And take it upon yourself to say, I'm going to save this nation. Not a prayer. China no sit down to pray. Singapore no sit up and prayer. The youth them na Kenya no sit up and prayer. The youth na Kenya and Nepal and Madagascar and all of these countries them, they don't sit up and prayer. Sri Lanka, they don't sit up and prayer. They take action, drastic action, because them believe say sovereignty belongs to them as the people. The government derives their legitimacy, their authority, and their power from the people. Until the people of Sierra Leone realize this and get this level of civic education imparted down deep, and then make sure they run down them blood and say, no, I'm not going to accept this. Sierra Leoneans will continue to suffer. Sierra Leoneans will continue to languish. I don't tell what they talk about Kush, the drugs, the ineptitude. I don't tell what they talk about the fact that man you don't get what you take for fix that country, but because of tribalism and because of you get people that are not patriotic to the country, you get feckless and useless opposition. When they win elections, they say, well, no, one time. Then now we get Alfred Peter Conte is on the ground. Two-pronged approach. It help for make sure so we forget the results of the June 24, 2023, because the moment that result they come out, Dr. Suma Kamara, it's obvious. They kind of say there's an ongoing political transition. Alfred Peter Conte is there to ginger the fight. Unfortunately, there's been a lot of miscommunication now. The electoral justice people, instead of them join Alfred Peter Conte, for letting them come out, where they call them meeting them, people know they show up the way they for show up. So the police and the APC executive, then they able for go disrupt the meeting them. So we all for come and stand up and say, why is the police destroying or disturbing the peaceful association as prescribed in Section 26 of the Constitution? We give every citizen the right for the enjoyment to their freedoms of assembly and association. Why the police they go scatter them? Now we know say that the APC executive, then they make kuku jumuku and with the police, subsect of the police, for them to go scatter the meeting there. We know say that is an obvious fact. Then they don't happen. But people don't even turn up at a meeting there. Because when police go scatter meeting, it meets 20, 30 people, and able for scatter. But imagine if everybody, where it be say a lot of people don't give up on the electoral justice fight, especially when it comes to the presidency of Dr. Suma Kamara, because they don't see any hope anymore. They say the man will get effective, don't silence. It means they better not do that. But no, I want to remember something. It is not about Dr. Suma Kamara. Ink is silent. It can go silent and not talk to you again, no problem. But we the citizens, now we get to country. At the end of the day, now we the people get a responsibility for protect and preserve with democracy. And we say, country where they get election results not available, not to country that one day. No government, no legitimate tender. Everybody is illegitimate. The whole system is illegitimate. The police is illegitimate. But I could not bring that to the notice and the attention of the government. So when I get a segment of a police officer them where they take instructions from the APC executive. And so like we all they talk, people they tell for say, this country the way it on this one now. Nothing really happen. Nothing really move. Until we the people decide for change with story. Say all man ashwe. Nobody don't get by and talk. The Western, they don't mix everybody. No, they be able. Eastern, they say that for deep and protest because they say that the rally boy, the rally girl, they say that they don't respect themselves. Western, all man are showing, and they suffer posh. Sierra Leoneans for life sorry. Not sorry, and I consider. Now they see you brother them. Now they see how they suffer. When not outreach. Civil society organizations them. Even one of this in opposition. Una can form on your civil society organizations. Una not wait on Andrew Lavali, Ibrahim Tommy them, Abdul Fatoma them anymore. Una this in a country day. Una get people like Babadi. Una get Mr. Wadi Williams them. If they say una never forget the support, because at the end of the day, una the people. If I never forget the people that they support, the strength. But I see Babadi Kamara, Babadi where they call protest, then go lock them up after that, then self come back silent. And if you see that then go charge self and say, you know what, okay, when I lock you up, Well, now they call with people them. Because me, I want let them really put the salon people to test. I want let the people like Babadi Kamara them, Wadi Williams them. I want them put the salon people to test for real, Let them call for a protest. Say today, this day, everybody, unalo come out now we area them. We are going to protest this election results. This is not about Samura Kamara. It's not about APC. It's about Sierra Leone and reputation as a country. I want let civil society activists them put salon people to test. Then let salon people not come out. Then we know now say okay, bro, now we all keep quiet now. Now left so. Now all man be. When I survive, is survive. We did now na jungle kingdom. But una self in opposition. Una the young man, the young woman, they listen to this message. Una can form ourselves into civil society activists, them, organizations, them within our communities. Aberdeen get their own, Mornington get their own. Una na young people, them. Una not sell una self out. Una take patriotism. Section 13B of the Constitution, where they tell una for say every citizen shall cultivate a sense of nationalism and patriotism, so that your loyalty should lie to the state and not to any other loyalties. Not to your political godfathers, not to your political party, not to your tribe, not to your region. It is to the country, to the state. And where salon they so when they see your brother them, then they die in a teeth, then they body them. We don't take it for say it's a normal thing. It is not normal. Una the young people will see that. Una left they where young girl them, especially girl picking in that country, they don't get no level of civic education and participation. Always remember that the next clothes where they for buy, the next shoes where they for wear, the next man where get money where they for sleep with, for buy bag, for buy phone. Then they think about their condition. Say the fact that they get for rely on man for survive, it is because the system is broken. And so I see one Pekin in Madagascar, I did on my Twitter page. Young 5 Pekin, he involved in the protest, actively participating. It take action, it challenge police officers them. Young Pekin, if you see away fine for look. But Sierra Leone can't pick in a day. No, then remember how for sleep with the next man, also I forget money. Then they think about the circumstance, if for change his circumstance, then you get total control over how you live your life. Some of you are small picking, we don't sleep, we're not even 25 years, we don't sleep with 30, 40 man. We don't get HIV, you don't get hepatitis C, you're going to share them all over the place. We are not focus on our civic responsibilities, on our civic rights, for no waiting on your rights. Let us stand up for change on a narrative. Let woman make a decision for himself or herself. Because the society, they work for everybody. Singapore until we are a fixed and country like today. If you say that Singapore, pass do your own free life, because in society you can't forget people away. Naturally, they are just that kind of person. But you know to go sleep no more because of now work not they make you go sleep with man. In Sierra Leone, work not day for the girl there. You go school and they harass on the back, sex for grades. Then una lecturer them, una professor them. The same thing across the country. It not change. It happen right now. So you listen to this message. There is a professor where they torment one girl picking one for sleep with them for like pass before he pass in class. It happen. Constantly within the ministries, them ministers that they sleep with all the secretary, they're all human in the office, and this the woman they were married. The society just vile, the society just nasty. Now make blessing no day. Because all them married women they sleep with their one and they because they boss them. They don't get no self-esteem. Sierra Leone woman them. Majority of Sierra Leone women them don't get one self-esteem and one self-confidence in themselves. As man touch their soul, they're not able to stand up for themselves and say this is wrong, I'm not gonna do it, it's not happen. Majority of the women in that country, a few of them get integrity, you know, sabi yourself. But a lot of them don't get no self-esteem, no self-worth, you not believe in yourself, you feel so you're not worth anything. Any man for just get away with you. That is what in the society don't determine today, because when I get useless and feckless leaders in that nation, we make them for understand your rights and your powers. Woman and feel say them body just therefore be used and abused by any man. We get authority over them. As man get authority over them, so if you say yes, that man they get entitlement to a body. These are married women. God know if you're picking on a born and they married those then if na man them born them. But until DNA day, because Bokuba redos, we get for find out, they go begin check on a picking DNA testing. Around in the country, man them. When I listen, Greg spend you money, go do DNA test for all you picking in a house. It's expensive, but prove if you picking and you born them. The society too loose, society too useless. All of these are things that where they happen because people aim for stand up, for them to defend the democracy, get the right leaders them, we will create the opportunities for them to improve their life, let them left promiscuity, let them left for be rather girl them, they go and prostitute themselves. Let woman not go sleep for man with man because of money, for let him for go feed the family. Because it happen today in Sierra Leone. Prostitution don't rise. Prostitution don't rise in that country because we get useless leaders then. We're not for create the opportunities where the people and deserve. We're not got industries that are country for let women become self-sufficient for themselves. Let women not rely on man for sleep with man. Let women be say if you see man and like I call it personally, he call it fine. And that now you don't marry it because you don't marry, you know the call it a man. You for the call it you man where you married. If you know say you man where again, you know the call it again. Say you know it and I want again. Lord dissolve this married yeah, divorce. Go look for another man. That's it. You go meet her. Now they forget say for sleep with you, not the problem. Now forget him how they keep you. Now they the problem there. No man, they only get problem for let man sleep with them. That is not a problem. Oh. Now the way they keep you. Now they the problem there. And when you don't pass a certain age, so God in this day, you know it's for like you already keep you again. Oh, and go sleep with you, give you transport money, but that's all you're gonna get. That's the best you will get. How long you gonna live that life there? All of these are the same thing there because the woman and they contribute so much to the downfall of the country and that nation. The woman don't get from the one that feel saying that them big office. A lot of them they get no self-esteem, no self-worth. They have no confidence in themselves. They don't for stand up for themselves and protect the other one already underneath them. They are all the same, useless. Not a stand up for the country in progress. Not a believe in protests for stand up and defend and protect that country. All are the same. Always remember that the wig, the ear, the next phone way for come out. How they forget that phone day? No matter like what man do with them. Some woman don't get the iPhone now. What till he do? All man don't say you know they work. How you get iPhone 17? You know say you don't get job. We go afford forget to get a job. The thing where they don't pass pan them. So the peace pan them. All kind of things. Una forgive me. That thing where they happy that the town so. They go do all kind of things pan them. Then Lebanese boy there. All kind of things they do then girl picking in that country for them to give them phone. This one the town so it's fact. We brother themselves 70 per then game then they. All kind of things in the past for them picking and they. If I sorry, I'm not gonna talk on air, but just imagine the most any kind nasty way you can think of where for do to a woman when they do to them picking there for them to get iPhone 17 because one next all the next iPhone. Instead of you talk about the fact that now the system where be say if we get a proper system in Sierra Leone, so God and this day, girl picking, boy picking, you come out, you go to store, you send an iPhone 17 in 1 year. How much you for pay for every month? You pay for them. You get your phone for yourself. You don't go sleep with man. You don't go do all kind of nasty things to you before you forget that money for that phone day. But this is Sierra Leone for we. Most of the women them watch them na teach they pass with them, phone them up and down. All iPhone 17. Don't go use them and abuse them. Abuse them. The worst thing them. So they forgot they don't say for sleep after that. Now don't they play in the mind. They are psychologically and traumatized forever. Just forget iPhone. But when you tell them, say, when I stand up to our government, when I protest, when I not tolerate this foolishness when they happen, the fact that you get for go, they use you and abuse you just for that you get an iPhone. It is because you know they participate, you know they take charge of your civic responsibilities for that the government work for all of the people, because now all of the people get the power for government. Say, I like today, when I look with country, they body them up and down. From what they talk, from 2018, what kind of social media, would they educate, would they sensitize, people and feel in a play. Sierra Leone, people, una wise up, una stand up, una team up for protect una democracy. Una join Alfred Peter Conte. Una join Alfred Peter Conte. And like I say again, if you, then the diaspora, you're back home in Sierra Leone, you want for support the Alfred Peter Conte movement, reach out to them. I don't get any contact, any kind of way, or tell you how to do it, but reach out to them and support them. Because, you know, for Salon, the politics, the way they right now, Salon people don't mature yet for let you go there and go talk no more. The poverty is too much. You know the whole meeting where you go spend 8 to 10 million euros every day. You get for buy soft drink, you know, because the people angry. Well, in the camp meeting, you're angry. We carry the meeting, at least you for eat something, your brain go wake. Because you know, so when you're angry, your brain not the function self. In the kind of meeting, you angry, you belly they make noise. Hey, bro, you know them for focus, but now talk to. Now support Alfred Peter Conte. They like today, if I be get that money they available where it be able for dispose. I think around $50,000. And again for Peter Conte. Let help them for go and travel across the country. Continue for all meetings with the people while to determine what's for happen as far as if you get for take court action again, or make sure say we go into the convention and remove the executive of the APC party. Because this is it get for happen. This executive for go. Executive when they win the election say no one time, they for go. Right now, PPRC gets over 20 petitions against this executive. And it don't include that for Peter Conte, So let's watch it trajectory, let's watch the play. Because it's possible say at some point, PPRC can go through the court for say, hey, there's so much grievance within the APC party. I think so going for come back with the ITGCO and start for Peter Conte go surface. Because not to encourage APC go to court. Because this guy for be the people get involved in these kinds of decisions now. The APC people don't want court case again. Are they supportive of a court case? Una tell we, if una support that for Peter Conte go back to court, let hear it from una. Una not call me, una do una message there, una talk about them. If una support that for Peter Conte for go back to court now, let go open up this interlocutory injunction. Cashbox they ask, Hotmail they ask, other people and they ask. But for Peter Conte not come America for go carry APC go to court, instead of go fight for this result, let Dr. McMahon get in presidency. And then, of course, we focus for remove the executive at that point. So that was not the first plan. But if I want to change now, let go back to court. Una talk, una pull messages them. Everybody, let the man hear it from una. Electoral justice fighters, let hear it from una. Say yes, it's okay for go back to court. And keep up in a case day. Because no one people go say, una see, we tell una, as Peter Conte, what we say the can't fight for electoral justice. You see, now you don't go to court back. You see, what we say the can't help Dr. McMahon. Now lie, they lie. We don't want that situation in the. I don't sabi salon people for too long now. I know how salon people they think. I know how they think. So now we get for take them for kill and for seeing God. Kele. If una believe say Alfred Peter Conte for going to court, una talk. Do messages, put it out there. Do videos. Say yes, let Alfred Peter Conte go back to court. Let's take them to court. You know they spoil the fight for electoral justice. You know they spoil the fight for. Matter of fact, they enhance the fight. You know they spoil Dr. Makama in presidency. If you don't know the hear from Dr. Mark, but I don't know what's in the happen. Sometimes I don't clap and they don't clap foot say anything. I don't give up. They don't like me too much. The international community don't fail me, so I don't give up. But we the people not to give up. We continue for stand up and fight for we country because the reputation of we country is very important. So we get a responsibility for protector. But salon people, China, they are building an airport for take 100 million people. Who still will get a government as Sierra Leone? We will create that kind of environment where salon. We're not big enough for take some 100 million people, but we're for to get at least 20 to 30 million people every year for Kawakana we country. And forget the infrastructure in place. We get the hotels them. We get the airports them. We get the everything that it takes, the industries for Salon Getam. Go to number 2, go to Toke, go to Lovely Beach. These are all places where the state for don't take control of. The government for don't take control. If even the government not be able to forget personal or private investors them for Africa invest in these areas. But this not way country like Singapore, then take charge of the country. The government also gets a responsibility for get involved, and they got involved in everything. Sierra Leone, if we don't take charge, the country, the government don't take charge. The tourism sector for the boom, just the tourism alone. If we're able to employ over 5 to 10,000, if not 30,000 Sierra Leoneans, just with tourism sector. Intelligent jobs them. We can't pick it for the work, not for the prostitution. For going to sleep with man, for them to get money for buy phone. Use them like dogs. Use them like animals, just for make a living for themselves. If we get serious leaders, then that country. All we have is a bunch of theoretics. They go sit in a classroom, so they don't even finish school finding itself. They don't get administrative experience. They don't be higher post itself. You go put them over people that will get career knowledge, institutional knowledge. Where Sabi pass the far away. You get the one they govern. They affect America they like it today. Oh, they surround America. People don't get paid. You get for work, but you don't get paid. Suffer. Say, if we're not blessed with ourselves, we're not salvation our country. I swear to God, the suffering in there, you don't get for Kalokalo, you don't get for small. The world, they move on. The world not care again. All man for themselves now. Una the people of Salon, una diba una self. If una sit down and they pray, not they solve them. Hey, if not for me right now, they tell them for safe. Una not go no church, not go mosque again. Stay away from the churches, stay away from the mosques. Because they don't help. They are all civil society activists. They get a responsibility for challenge government for una. They don't do it on our behalf. Una they go to church, una go give una tithe, una they go give offering. You go to mosque, you go give their imam there, una money them. Apart from that check, una sabi the check, when the only person we can talk small. But no other mosque or church not deserve una money. I swear to God. Go to China if you go see a church business in the pound. Then they get them Buddhism, that's it, Hinduism or whatever the case is. But they see church, America, church, and they functional, England, church, and they functional. But so God this day, they kind of unlucky. The leaders they participate in the processes. Una church leaders because they pot the boil, go give them money, una big fool. Work you money, go give to pastor or imam. You they suffer for your money, they go give them free money. Then they sit down in the country, they suffer like how they suffer. So when I pick it and they die of drugs in the streets, they body and they lead all over the place. Pastor Iman and gets a responsibility for challenge government. They say get for right for protest, pull the congregation them. Can you imagine if all the pastors in that country they not for pray no more? I see what pastor waiting Mambua. And they pray for the one they bring pray for the one they, not to pray. Pray down they work. Action they work. Pull your congregation. Call on the pastor them. Call on the imams them. When I come together, when I come out the streets, when I protest, I'm going to say on the main business. Take action. Government should be removed for this kind of activity happening in our country. Man, I be go vote against that and pull her. The man thief the election, you don't they get the foolish opposition. We win election saying no one time. Salon people are brace on ourselves. The world is moving. When I get for suffer in that country, if we not stand up, when I go suffer, when I go suffer.